How are you answering the families that ask for dietary advice and acne, since that your answers probably evolved, changed over the years?
It has changed over the years. I was one of the reviewers of that first publication by Dr. Cordain. The diet and acne study that came out in the JAMA Derm, I forget when it was. Dr. Cordain from University of Colorado, he's an anthropologist, not a dermatologist. And he, as part of his anthropology work, he was looking at these other populations in Papua New Guinea and the Katavan Islanders, and found that people that live in this, areas where you don't have refined foods, you're, eating things that grow in the ground, didn't have acne compared to people that have a high glycemic index diet. So that was the whole beginning of the glycemic index diet question. There's a lot of theoretical evidence to suggest that it might be true, but we lack the randomized controlled trials for looking at that. And there have been maybe 2 randomized controlled trials looking at high glycemic index diets versus low in acne, and they were in small numbers of patients. One was done in Korea, one was done in Australia. The diet studies are hard to do because teenagers aren't going to stick to what you tell them to do as a diet. The other kind of interesting thing is, Andrea Zeinlein is my pediatric dermatology colleague at Penn State, and there's a lot of talk about dairy and acne and milk and acne and skim milk versus whole milk. So we're in Pennsylvania, we have a lot of cows. More than you have here. And our Penn State main campus has a big agricultural school and a whole department of dairy science. So we decided we would partner with the dairy scientists and once and for all put the nail in the coffin of the milk versus acne question. So we had a student who was a nutrition major, and she had this access to this computer program that if you did a 3-day dietary recall and plugged it into this computer program, it would spit out the glycemic index, the dairy content, the caloric, a whole variety of parameters. So Andrea did age-matched patients. I think they were 16 to 18 or somewhere in that range. People that had acne and people that didn't have acne. They all did the 3-day dietary recall at 3 different points in time, and all the parameters of the diet were measured. And we were so excited, we're going to get the data back and finally put an end to this. And lo and behold, the folks with acne had more skim milk than the ones without acne. It was like, darn it all. So we don't know what the answer is. And we've talked to the dairy scientists, and there's a lot of different theories about that. Hormones are fat soluble. So if you think if it's hormones in milk, it's going to be more hormones in whole milk than it's going to be in skim milk. And then there's a question of, are these bioactive substances, or is skim milk getting supplemented with other things like whey or who knows what, other things supplemented in skim milk that might be causing the acne? Or another question that Andrea raises is the process of taking whole milk and turning it into skim milk removing something that's important? So we don't know the answer to that. So my answer is, we don't really know the true effects of diet on acne. There's some evidence to suggest that skim milk might be more associated than whole milk, but the evidence isn't strong. And that's basically what I say. Yeah. But interesting question. And it's hard. I mean, we do, our nutrition department at Penn State does a lot of dietary studies. There's a whole center. They put people on diets. It's great for college students because they get food provided to them. Mm-hmm. So then they're out in the town, and the professors happen to be at a restaurant that the students are at, and they're watching what the student in their study is eating. And it's not a prescribed diet. So dietary studies are very challenging, and they're expensive too. Yeah.
Thank you so much.